Hey guys, hope you're having a good day. Running with Sass here, and I thought I would do a vlog today. And I just kind of wanted to address a couple of things today. And for the first being my blog post from yesterday about my shoe woes. Thank you so much to those of you who commented and sympathized and tried to give me advice. I do appreciate it. A couple of things that I felt like I was getting a lot of the same questions and such, so I thought I would just answer it instead of putting in the comments in case you don't look there. But definitely wanted to mention that yes, I have been fitted before several times, but they can't really take into account everything at the shoe store when you're doing your gait analysis or whatnot. For instance, running around a store, reading on a treadmill for 1/10 of a mile doesn't really show everything. My problem, like I said, was my Newtons, which I think Newton is awesome, just didn't really work for me. They're the ones that were hurting my foot. The toe box wasn't quite wide enough for me, and I don't know if it has something to do with the lugs on the bottom that were putting my foot in a funny position and making it hurt. Then the Mizunos I wore, that I will continue to wear for short runs, the Wave Inspires, same thing, toe box was not quite as wide and they were making my toes bleed. My fourth toes on both feet, and they were so motion controlled, I guess, that they were making my hips hurt really, really bad. I guess it was just a little bit too rigid for me. So I have really, really high arches. So I don't really know. I was running an Asics before I even had the Newtons, but I had to kind of think about it for a minute. Why did I stop running in my Asics? I stopped running in my Asics because that was last fall when I got my stress fracture in the top of my foot, and I was so frustrated and so annoyed with that I just decided, you know what, I'm just going to start fresh, new brand of shoes. I actually happened to get a pair of Newtons through work, and it was time for my Asics to go anyway. They had a lot of miles on them, so I ended up, I'm pretty sure that my stress fracture was due to running 3 half marathons in 22 days and not so much from my actual shoes. So right now I am probably going to try going back to Asics for now and see if that helps. I actually took my old Asics that I have, that I was running in when I got hurt last year, and I went on a run wearing them yesterday, and it was only a 2.5 mile run, granted, but I didn't have any hip pain or any foot pain, so I'm thinking I'm going to try to go back to that, and hopefully that will help. So once again, thank you for all of your help and advice. I really do appreciate it, and we'll have to stay tuned to see if that actually works for me. Fingers crossed. Okay, next thing I wanted to just chat about really quick was, a lot of people have running blogs or fitness blogs, and I guess it's just assumed that people were always runners or always doing CrossFit or yoga or whatever it is that they're blogging about. I know my blog is Running with Sass, but it's really about healthy living in general, not just running. But something that's kind of interesting is I wasn't really a runner until about 3 years ago. Can't handle the cuteness, I know. But I've always played sports. I started playing basketball in 3rd grade, and I was one of those like crazy tomboys who wore like the Umbro shorts and like the huge oversized shirts, hair always in a ponytail, the knee-high tube socks and tennis shoes. It was ridiculous. I thought it was really cool. And so I played basketball starting in 3rd grade all the way through 12th grade, senior year. I played soccer in 4th, 5th, and 6th maybe, but then I dropped that to play volleyball starting in 7th grade, and volleyball and basketball are my 2 true loves, and I played volleyball all the way through, and then played volleyball, basketball, and flag football intramurals in college. I did not play volleyball in college because I tore both ligaments in my ankles playing basketball and volleyball, and was on crutches many times and was told that I would need surgery if I wanted to be competitive on the college level, and I just decided that I didn't really want to do that. So I turned to coaching. I've coached middle school basketball, and I've also coached junior varsity and varsity 5A girls volleyball. and I miss playing and coaching very, very much. And I'm hoping soon to be able to join an adult volleyball league. I actually met Bobby playing in a sand volleyball tournament in college, and we both really, really love volleyball. And it was really great to get to watch volleyball during the Olympics. It was definitely one of my favorites. But really, those are my true loves. I do love running. I picked up running, honestly, because as an adult, it's hard to find other people to play a team sport with you, and running you can just go out and do by yourself. So if I ever had the chance to really play ball again, I would definitely jump at that. So hopefully that will happen soon, and I'll have an update on that in the next few months, I'm hoping. But that leaves me with my question for you. Have you always played the sport or done the workout, whatever it may be, that you do now? Have you always done that? Or is it something that you've just picked up recently? And if so, why? What made you pick it up? And I would love to hear some of the things that you used to do growing up, whether it be Little League or ballet or whatnot as a child. I would love to hear about it. So let me know in the comments below. Thanks.